So, this is our third session, and gradually people will join. Jamie has raised a very important question, a very important concern, and then we will understand that. So, in the first session, we discussed how to move the mind to permanent happiness during trying times. And in the next session, previous session, we covered that. And in the first session, knowledge to inner peace in mindfulness. So today, we use a simple understanding. Jamie raised a question. Oh, I feel bored living in the house all the day. Yes, it is a concern for everyone. Everyone's mind wants to fly out to get something, but the enemy number one is present everywhere. What should we do? What should we do? So, there is one solution that we have found out, that we use all the preventive measures. Cover your mouth and nose, keep a social distancing, and don't go where the epidemic is there. Maybe even in the food store, maybe in the store where lot of people are there, and it's an invisible enemy. You are swiping a card, and you have that enemy goes into your card, into your wallet, and then from the hands it goes into your different other objects. So this is one scenario. This is one scenario where we take preventive measures. Now, if we directly understand the mind, why the mind becomes crazy sitting at home? Why this mind? So, if we answer this question, that why the mind becomes crazy sitting at home, not communicating, not able to go for a walk, why this mind is seeking to go outside. What is the reason? First thing is the habit. We have habituated our mind to go out, talk to our friends, get the things done. This is one. Second thing, we have heavily conditioned our mind to seek happiness in the world outside. Understand this point very carefully. Our mind is heavily conditioned and habituated to experience pleasure or so called happiness in objects, in things, in people all the time. We have never educated our mind to seek happiness within. No, 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 no. You are saying wrong. Your mind may say it. No, we are a social animal, no doubt. But how we educate the mind with a right understanding. Can you ask yourself where the experience of happiness takes place? For example, you like pasta, yes. Does it give happiness? Yes. So is the happiness is in pasta? Is the happiness is in pasta? No. Happiness is experienced within us, in the mind. Do you understand that point? The happiness is experienced in the mind, inside you. Any experience of happiness takes place inside us. But we are scared to move our mind inside. So we are scared to move the mind inside, and we have a restriction to go outside. So mind is confused, and it leads to a experience of isolation, loneliness, and that causes the problem. Am I right? Do you understand? Are you understanding that? Picking up? Simple thing. That
Of course.
every experience takes place in your mind. It is not taking place in the pasta, it is not taking place in the chicken, it is not taking place in anyone who is very good friend of yours. Happiness is taking place in you. Are you clear?
Yes, I just went to turn on the
Yeah,
light.
yeah. So if it is clear, then we understand. So our Eastern wisdom, which is 6,000 years old, we have 3,000 masters. Every master practiced in the same way, and they said happiness and peace are within you. Can we start from there? Master says that the peace and happiness, love and the wisdom are within us. First. Second, they are our essential nature. What does that mean? That peace and happiness within us cannot be undone. You cannot undo it. But what causes me the isolation and loneliness? Mind says. So, mind is hiding. Mind is looking outside for peace and happiness, but the peace and happiness is within me. So, what is the journey of meditation? The journey of meditation is to move the mind inside. First, the mind should face inside. It is not facing inside, it is always facing outside. It is always facing outside. Can you tell me one thing? Expand that knowledge. Can you tell me? You are a single, are you happy? You are a married, are you happy? You are divorced, are you happy? The answer is no. If we start thinking that I'm single, I'm married, and I want to be happy, you see in the world. People get married to be happy and then they divorce to be happy. They get divorced to be happy. Do you see that? Do you see in the world? And we have been moving the mind outside in search of the happiness. So, first thing to understand, what is happiness is within me. Second thing, to know that happiness is within me will not work. The second step, to live. To know is good and to live is better. So, how to live in that? The mind should face inside. It should go inside behind all the thoughts and the feelings to discover that happiness. And what is that process? That process is either mindfulness or meditation. Just take a simple example. There is a storm outside. Do we fight with the storm or do we rush inside the home and close the door and we experience the calmness? Did you understand that example? There is a snowstorm outside, there is a storm outside. What we do we fight with the storm? No. We move the mind, we rush inside our home, close the door, the storm continues outside, and we experience we are relaxed inside. That is the way the mind should move inside. Now, look, take an example of the Buddha before we start doing our practice. So, Buddha applied the three layer levels. First, his master told him that happiness is within you. So, where? Move the mind inside through the practice of meditation. So, he started experiencing the change. The mind left that loneliness, that sense of anxiety, and mind, Buddha said, alone. I became alone. What it means? All one. The isolation dropped, loneliness dropped. But he continued his journey. So when he continued his journey, then what happened? Then he became an epitome of peace and happiness, full of compassion and love. Let us do the practice and see how is it possible. Close your eyes. So first close your eyes. I can understand, my friends. I can understand. So eyes are closed. Close your eyes and find out the most comfortable position of your body. What you are doing? Did you close your eyes? Check yourself. If you do not close your eyes, then the mind will continue to wander outside. That is the process of the method of meditation. So once you close your eyes, you have to keep your eyes closed until the end. Eyes are closed and feel the entire body. Check again. Are the eyes closed gently? Do you feel the sensation of the eyes closed? Simple thing I'm talking about. So when the eyes gets open, it is because the mind feeling the sense of either isolation or the sense of anxiety. So how to deal with that? The moment the eyes gets open, again close it. Look at the entire body. Look at the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. So we change the direction of the mind. Eyes are closed. You see, the more you open the eyes, you cannot find the peace within. So you can sit or you can, whatever the position. Yes, that is also good. So eyes are closed. You see that? It is the mind that keeps the eyes open. Eyes cannot close or cannot open by themselves. So mind wants to wander to the objects outside. When we close our eyes and we feel the eyes are closed gently, then it is possible. Let us add one more step. So once the eyes are closed and the position of the body is at ease, check that the mind moves the body 100 times. That will not help you. But even if it moves, become aware. So we have another step. Move the mind on the neck joint. The mind is looking mentally without moving. So when the mind moves on the neck joint, the mind goes there. When the mind goes there, you feel the sensation. And that sensation makes you aware of the neck joint. It gives you the knowledge that it is comfortable, and also experience the steadiness in the neck joint. The mind goes to shoulder joints. Mentally, you look at the shoulder joints. The mind goes to shoulder joints. You feel the sensation and see the sensation is good. Your mind says you are at ease for a second. The moment it says you are comfortable, experience the steadiness and maintain the steadiness. I'm not saying that if you are feeling uncomfortable, you can adjust and align, but it is better to adjust and align the part of the body once with your experience. Move the mind on the hip joint. Feel the sensation. Now the mind goes. So check that the mind goes to the hip joint. You feel the sensation. Now the entire body is steady, and you feel the hip joint. You're comfortable, and your body is steady. Look at the entire body, from the top of the head to the toes. Now, in that state of the body, which is comfortable and steady, I'm customizing the practice based on what I observe in you all. So let us look at the tip of the nose and start breathing deep, silent, slow. Check that. Are you breathing little deeper, silent and slow, without any noise? You exhale deep, silent, and slow. The mind is going within. With the breath, deep, silent, and slow. The body is steady and the mind is. You are breathing little deep, silent, and slow, and it is going with the breath. Body is steady. You breathe. You are breathing deeply. So when you breathe deeply, the mind follows the breath. And when the breath is coming out, the mind follows the breath. So you will soon experience a total state of steadiness in the body because we change the direction of the mind from the body to the breath. So continue. You inhale deeply, but remember there is no noise of the breath. You inhale deep. It takes time. You inhale slowly and no noise. You inhale silently and you exhale deeply, silently, and slowly. So, when you start inhaling deep, silent, and slow, the mind follows the breath. It starts going within. Continue it. Continue. Remember, my friends, the entire journey of mindfulness or meditation takes place in three steps: changing the direction of the mind, moving the mind within, living within. So, when you continue to live within, that isolation, a sense of loneliness dissolves. It is happening in the mind. So, when it dissolves, the mind continues to live within and discover the peace and happiness. At present, continue doing deep, silent, slow breathing. Deep, silent, slow breathing. The mind goes with the breath. Mind goes with the breath inside. Mind comes with the breath. It simply follows the breath as if the breath is working like a leash that keeps the mind on the breath, so the body start experiencing some sensation. It may be tingling, it may be a sense of freezing, and that is okay. Remain in that state. Even if the experiences changes, recognize the changes, accept the changes. Please continue deep, silent, slow breathing. Continue deep, silent, and slow breathing. Continue deep, silent, and slow breathing. Now you have a deep breathing. So when the breath is going in, when the breath goes in, continue with the deep, silent, and slow breathing. No noise. When the breath is coming out, lips remain together. Start a humming sound. Lips remain together. Again, continue to inhale. So now we balance the energy. That also causes the distraction in the mind. So start deep, silent, slow breathing through both the nostrils. Lips remain together and start. Continue. Continue, please, to help the mind to live within. And stop this humming sound. Just experience the state, experience the sensation. and awareness, more awareness in the head and the neck. Feel the sensation and awareness in the right arm, sensation and awareness in the left arm, sensation and awareness in the chest and the belly. Experience the sensation and awareness in the right leg. We do not move. You may experience some tingling, some numbness, some freezing of the body. Take that as an indication, moving the mind within. Move the mind, just look at the right leg. Experience the sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the left leg. Sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the entire body and experience the sensation and awareness. With a little change in our experience, we can continue to move deeper within. Now, when the breath is going in, sing mentally Om Shanti, mentally, not loudly. While when you sing Om Shanti, while looking the internal space, when the breath is coming out, sing Om Shanti with the space all around your body. So, three things. The breath is going in, you start singing Om Shanti. But the moment you sing, you see the space or darkness or emptiness inside you. Do not sing Om Shanti with past thought memory because that will make you crazy. That is what is happening. So, this is basically a we are changing the sankalpa. I will talk this in detail in the following session. So, the breath is going in. The moment the breath is going in, you sing Om Shanti. But don't forget to experience the space or blankness or emptiness. And when the breath is coming out, continue singing Om Shanti, and the mind moves, moving into the space all around your body. Continue. A teacher says Ashuddham Kama Sankalpam. The mind is impure if continues to have a thought pattern that leads to desire. to seek happiness outside. So we are using the word sankalpa with reference to the unwanted thought pattern, and that becomes the known thought pattern in the form of a desire to seek peace and happiness outside. So, what we are doing? The breath is going in. Om Shanti, looking into the space inside. The breath is coming out. On the breath, your mind is dropping Om Shanti and the space all around your body. Continue, my friend. We are not in a hurry. The breath is calm. Continue. Om Shanti. Space inside. Om Shanti. Space within. And we are doing it casually. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Now leave that Om Shanti. Let us check if mind is living within. You are aware and the mind is living within. How do we check? Through our experience. So let us check, move the mind on the head and the neck and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. If you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness, total stillness, the mind is already living within, you have achieved success. Mind moves on the right arm. Mind moves on the right arm. You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Deepening of the sensation, it may be tingling. You may have a vision or color. Just be with it, recognize and accept, and continue the journey. The mind moves on the right arm. You feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the left arm. Be there. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the rib cage and the belly. You experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness coming from inside the body. Otherwise, the body, there is a breathing that continues, the blood that continues to circulate. What we are talking? The stillness in the body. The mind moves to the right leg. You check, you see, you feel sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the left leg. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The entire body from the top of the head to the toes. You see, the body was moving before. Why? The mind was on the body. Mind was triggering the body to move so that the mind can move outside. But now we experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the left leg, the entire body. And there is a experience of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In that state, you are doing nothing. You are looking at the breath. The breath is going in, coming out. Do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. You feel the sensation of the breath, and you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Outside, you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness in the body. The eyes are gently closed, and you are aware of the breath. And doing nothing, live into that state of calmness and peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand. Feel the change, move the mind on the left hand. Feel the change, open your eyes slowly. So, in the journey today, when I saw that the body is moving, it is because of the mind. That is how our teachers made us understand. And it is the mind that changes the breath rate when we are in anxiety or the stress or suffering from any kind of tension. So we use the breath and the mind together to move the mind within. So when I saw that challenge, I customized the practice, and that is what I'm going to do next time also.